It's an issue that divided council and put some property owners in a jam. A new license requirement for rental properties was created as per a suggestion in the core review. But pressure mounted from property owners, and last night the requirement was repealed.
The bylaw requiring a business license for rental properties took effect in January. Of the 3,300 identified rental properties, 1,200 have paid and received their license. Despite that, the bylaw has been repealed by council. Not everyone was in favour of scrapping the license requirement.
We have a lot of great landlords out there. They're doing a phenomenal job of renting good quality places for people. The challenge is we have a small minority, as always, that are causing the trouble. And the question is, how do we address those that are renting places that are just unfit for human habitation?
Rental properties are identified by the city when homeowner grants are not claimed. From a purely business perspective, the license was bad news.
For years, we've had a lot of interest in investing in Prince George. People living here and from other cities buying investment properties in Prince George. And now it's just another thing that's going to deter people from investing in the community.
When it was first introduced, there were a lot of questions around who would be impacted and to what degree. Tracy Lofroth says the bylaw was too inconsistent to be effective.
There's an overwhelming amount of homeowners that do take care of their properties, that never get complaints, that have great tenants, and are going to be penalized when they don't actually have any reason to be penalized. It's the properties that are run down with landlords that aren't in town, that don't take care of it, that are going to be, they're not going to care, quite frankly.
City staff recognized those inconsistencies and admitted there were impacts that weren't foreseen. Had the bylaw remained in place, staff was looking at modifications, such as different rate structures for different classes of properties and a tiered system for apartments depending on the number of units.
Council had this explained to us in great detail. It is something the community was well aware was coming and being implemented. So from that perspective, I think it was very well communicated. The intent of the bylaw was to actually help us give tools to staff to allow them to go after these problem landlords.
Cameron Stoltz says with such a bylaw, the city would have been able to conduct inspections of the business, much as it can any business in the city. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.